Hi. So today I wanted to share a really interesting video about how women's size within different brands or within different concessions within one department store can change. Yesterday I was shopping for one of my personal consultations with a client that I style. She's an 18 women's and I spent a great deal of time yesterday looking for clothes that fit her measurement so that she didn't have to go through the negative trying on stage of putting something on and realizing it doesn't fit or realizing that it's too small, and going through that horrible beating up process that we do about how we must have put on weight since we tried on those trousers last, or why was I a size 18 in one store but now I've moved over here and all of a sudden I've put on 3 dress sizes in the space of 500 yards of a walk across a mall. I want to be really clear that this is not about you, right? These numbers in the back of clothes are made up. They have changed several times through the course of fashion history. But actually, originally, those measurements weren't taken from a large demographic or a mixture of women within a demographic. They were simply taken by people that were paid to have their measurements taken. And actually, back in the day when that was happening, some of the ladies that were measured were malnourished, they were living in poverty, and they were a very small demographic of group of people, body shapes, body types, from one very similar social economic background. And of course we know that all of those things change our body types, right? Whether it be our genes, whether it be our social background, whether it be our economical background, whether it be our nationality. There are so many things that change how our body shape works out for us as individuals, and we are all equally as individual and beautiful as each other. But no two bodies are the same. We know that. That's what DNA is about. So why would we expect to buy things that are off the peg that every time would fit us? Because just because it fits you doesn't mean it's going to fit Susan down the road. Just because it fits Jessica doesn't mean it's going to fit Sarah. So as equally as unique as we are as people, we have to appreciate that every garment is unique. It's irrelevant to say that you are a size 18. It's irrelevant to say you're a size 24 or a size 0. Because across 1,000 different brands, across 1,000 different cuts of clothes within those brands, those sizes and that body matrix is going to change. And so please don't define yourself based on a made-up number that you wear in the back of your clothes that means absolutely nothing to anybody but the company that's selling it to you. I'm going to show you a clip now of the video that I took, or the footage that I took yesterday when I was shopping. You'll actually see that there is a number of trousers or jeans and bottoms that I collected, and I wanted you to see the difference in the waistband. So it's kind of false advertising for me to say look at the side, because they're all different cuts. So of course, if you were looking at a harem pant based lying on top of a skinny cut jean, the thigh cut is going to be different, but the waistband should be pretty much similar. But you can see that there is some gross differences between the smallest pair, which incidentally was an 18s woman, and the largest pair, which incidentally was an 18s woman. So I'm going to share that with you now, and I hope that you can see, like now that it's laid out in front of you, I hope that you can see that it's not you, it's the clothes, right? You're not broken. The clothes are. The number means nothing. Love yourself. Okay, so here we are, 4 different types of bottoms, 3 jeans, and the large grey pair in the back is a wide leg trouser. I just want to go through them all with you so that you can see that they are all definitely a size 18. This first black pair is a not your daughter's jean. I just also want you to take note of this side bit here. We're going to ignore that. Like I say, the thigh measurement may be slightly different because they're all slightly different cuts, but the waist should still be the same. Moving on to my favourite pair, actually. This is from the Miss Melissa McCarthy range, and this is a size 18 again. This has a really slimming silhouette, just like the label says. And this is kind of how I would expect a size 18 measurement to be. But as you can see, it's still a lot larger than the previous one and not as big as the next two. We move on to another Not Your Daughter's jean. This hot pink I absolutely love. It's incredibly fun. Again, size 18. The difference in the waistbands are ridiculous to me. It is absolutely no wonder that it's such a challenge for us all to buy fashion. And believe me when I say you don't have to put the emphasis on the number because it means nothing. And then finally, this pair here, it's an 18. So as I was laying these out, I just kind of want you to realize that both this hot pink pair and the first black pair are both Not Your Daughter's jeans. They're exactly the same. They're a very similar trouser, except one has a relaxed ankle, the pink pair, and the black pair is a crop. I'm just going to line them up again so that you can see the difference. Exactly the same brand, mind you. Completely different waistband, and they fall in a very similar place when you're putting them on. So, you know, it's not like we're looking at a high waist or a low waist. Like I say, they should all be very, very similar. So please know that it is not you. It really is the brand that you are shopping with and how they all differ between themselves in their manufacturing process. I'm just going to line, just finally to make this up for you, I'm just going to line the black pair of the very first ones with the very last pair, which is the wide legs, and just see how incredibly different that waistband is for you. This isn't your problem. It is just a made-up number.